Let's find the domain and range of the following function here. So we're given the following graph, and we're asked, what is the domain and range of this graph? Now remember, domain pertains to the span of all the x values. So you're talking about the horizontal realm. From where to where, looking left to right, does your graph live? Range is just from bottom to top. It's the span of all your y values. So domain left to right, range bottom to top. You're essentially boxing your graph in. Our graph is from here to here and from here to here is what we're stipulating. So when we do domain, we always do left to right. All right, scan left to right. And going from the left, well, looking at our graph first off here, these arrows in either direction. The arrow on the left, I know, means that this graph is going to keep going off in that direction. It's never going to stop. Same thing over here on the right. It's going to keep going. It's never going to stop. So it's going to continue to move to the left. It's going to continue to move to the right without ever stopping. So eventually this graph is literally going to span everything. It's going to just non-stop. It's going to go everywhere. So when that's the situation, when you have arrows on either end with no breaks, that is a negative infinity to a positive infinity situation. It's going to continue to go negative. It's going to continue to go positive when we're talking about left and right. The same might not be true for the range. If we look at the range, we're looking bottom, scanning to top. So when we look at the bottom, we don't have a graph here. Our graph does not start until this point right here. And if we look, this is a -2. So our graph starts at a -2, and then it moves up, and we see these arrows again. It's going to keep shooting up, and it's never going to stop. Those arrows means it's going to keep shooting up. It's never going to turn back around and curve back down or anything like that. So we can safely say our graph will never live down here. It's going to start at -2, and it's going to go up to positive infinity. So that's exactly what we're going to state. For the range, that is -2 to infinity. We do have to use proper interval notations here. Infinities always have parentheses. This -2, though, is a solid point on our graph. It exists, so that is a bracket for that -2. So left to right, infinity, infinity. Bottom to top, -2, infinity.